Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net, and this is the last weekly for September 29th to October 5th, 2019, and it's Air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I don't know very many Aquarius people. So the first card I pulled is Clarity of Belief. And from the picture of it, I would say clarity of belief is whether or not it's a level that you trust or believe in yourself, and the more you trust and believe in yourself, the more you can do that appear to be exotic. Certain teachers in India can go like this, and they can manifest apples or whatever, or holy ash, and from there you can manifest just about anything. So let's start out. And I did have a look through before. There are a lot of major arcana today. So Air, this is an extremely important week for you. So the first card is Justice, and as I say, the Justice is what I call my my light worker card. So the light worker is not here to put in place justice. The light worker is here to help elevate the rest of the world plus themselves. And how do they do that? They cut away that which is no longer necessary in their lives. And by doing that, becoming more clear, they become more psychic. But psychic or spiritual it goes along with spirituality. It is not. It's a gift to help you become more. It's like a tool more than a gift. And but you can be psychic and not spiritual. There's no way you can be spiritual and not psychic. And people go, but I'm not psychic. It's only because they don't listen to themselves. They don't trust themselves. So the base card is all about being that light worker. And of course, trusting yourself. If you don't trust yourself, then it's really difficult to be that light worker, right? So the light worker, and the next card that covers it is the Judgment. And Judgment is no longer about judging, just as Justice is no longer about the old concept of justice. This is the new judgment, is that coming out of the dark into the light, understanding. So there's more awareness coming into the world, more knowledge, self-knowledge, and that's the best kind of knowledge. So the High Priestess, that's 3 major arcana in a row. Have you noticed? So this is a powerful week behind us and what we're coming into. The High Priestess is someone who knows a great deal, doesn't talk about it, because she can see clearly who not can understand what she has to say. And unless you ask, like the Buddhists, when they teach, unless you ask the question, they will not teach it to you, because until you ask the question, you're not ready. So she's not going to teach or talk to people indiscriminately. And even then, she will talk to the level of that person. What just happened this last week, the last couple of days? Princess of Swords. That's a deep, deep shift or change in consciousness that is occurring probably at this moment. It's this, the inner princess. The princess is the inner child, and the inner child is where we keep our energy, our blocked off energy, that which has not been ready to share yet with ourselves. It's always ourselves. Have you noticed that? So what's coming up is the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles, and as an energy, is very solid, pleased with themselves, but not in an arrogant way, in a in a way of I've worked hard, and I am reaping the energy of rewards. As you look at his solar plexus shines. It's the power center. So he has no need to be more powerful, more anything than anybody else. He's just simply who he is. And we're coming to that air. We are coming to being simply who we are. And the horse, and it's a workhorse on top of it, or a warm blood would be more accurate, is strength, is a symbol of strength. Okay, so we're going into the next major arcana, and it's the Fool. So we have three major arcana. They're all saying that we are ready for the next step, and this says the next step is occurring this week. And the Fool is brand new journey. Anything is possible with the Fool. Anything can happen. And so, which means that we are moving into an area that we don't know. We don't understand. And I'm going to say that, I'm going to qualify that. Many of us have been there before, not here on Earth. So we're moving into a new energy that is totally new for us on Earth. And the support for the week will be the Three of Pentacles, which again is a card of how are we doing? We're doing well. Three of Pentacles is having put the effort in, reaping the rewards. And again, another major arcana, the Moon. It's the subconscious energy. So we're coming to grips. We're coming to know our subconscious better than we ever have in the past. And the subconscious is vast. It's I liken it to an idiot savant. It's very smart. It's not very smart. It can be very, very dumb and still be able to count 1,000 pins dropping at once. So opening up the subconscious, it can be scary because you don't know what's coming up. But in this case, it's the Two of Cups, which is the balancing of the male-female energy, balancing the yin and the yang, just simply balancing of ourselves. And the Queen of Wands, again, that is new beginnings. This is a card of cycles ending, cycles beginning. All the cards what we have so far are stating basically that we have got to the place where we feel confident in ourselves. We're learning to trust ourselves, and we're opening up to see the light clearly. So we have 5 major arcana, pardon me. They're all very positive. They're all about opening. Well, the Spiral Tarot is about the journey. But it's all about new vision, new sight, new understanding. So that would be the clarity of belief, right? So that explains what it is, clarity of belief. And the other word that I kept using all the time and I didn't pay attention to what the other card is I pulled, but the other card I pulled is trust. So clarity of belief, that's your belief, nobody else's belief. Trust is your trust in yourself. You don't have to trust other people. You have to trust yourself. And trusting yourself is a must. You must trust yourself because it's you that makes the decisions, and you have to make the base decision before you can reach out and get help from other people. And then you might have to trust other people. But you need to know that you're making the right choice, the right decision first. All right. So this is a massive week for air. It is all about going inside and internalizing and realizing something that's scary, how powerful we are. Extremely powerful people. Everybody is. This is Air's week to learn that. So I expect a few meltdowns and a few, oh my gods, I don't want to do this. But at the same time, we don't have a choice. We're just going to do this. And I see there's not a, well, there's one question. So I'm saved. Hi, how is everybody? And
so we have a hi from Maria Herrera.
Hi, Maria.
Angel Eyes. And she adds happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday to you too.
Lightning Spark 100 and Maria Gabriela R says hello and asks, I heard that every couple Bedelia rents to, she causes problems for said couple. Why does she do that? What's her purpose for that? Bored.
Jealousy.
All of the above.
Mm-hmm. So if people don't feel good about themselves, then they don't want other people to feel good about themselves. And if you can, and if she does this sort of thing, the best thing you can do, basically, is get her out of your life. What's her name? Bedelia? Bodelia. So Bodelia doesn't like to see happy people happy. Bodelia is somebody, if you can stay away from her in any way, shape, or form, then it is wise. I suspect she focuses mostly on the men, and it's like she tries to disrupt the men. It's not because she likes the men. She just she has a great deal of disrespect for men, and she wants to prove that they are not. They're easily led and easily manipulated. She's never ever going to change her style of energy, and there's reasons. I'm not going to state them on the air, but there are things that she's come to Earth to do, and one of them is to make sure that people do not remain happy. She's not a healthy person, basically. If you can forgive the guy for being dumber in a post, it's really not his fault. And Bedelia will go bored eventually and move on to another couple. But she will continue to do this irregardless. Okay? And there's reasons, quite esoteric reasons, and I'm not going to go on. I'm not going to talk about them on this particular venue. But just know she's not healthy.
Tay 2637 _2637 says, hello, my cockatiel Haruka passed away a few weeks ago. I have a cockatiel named Matsu who loved her a lot. So I'm wondering if you can tell me how he's doing emotionally and what I can do for him.
Oh, okay. That's better with Elizabeth or Sabi there. Yeah. Sabi won't be on again for quite a few weeks. So we'll try and talk to Matsu.
Matsu, yeah.
Yeah. I've been trained how to talk to animals. I just have such good animal communicators. I don't bother because I have other things that are more, I'm more excited about. So are you giving him more treatment, more special treatment since Haku left? Like more treats, more attention?
Haruka.
Hmm?
Haruka. Haruka.
Haruka. Pardon my English. Pardon my Japanese. Haruka left because she misses him a lot, but sure does love the treats. And I've never talked to a bird before. It's quite entertaining. I do believe she wouldn't mind if eventually there was another bird came in, but she's in no rush. She does love the special attention. Do you pick out anything up?
Mm-hmm.
So that one's Elizabeth is going to be on this week on the next Friday
and Sunday.
No, not Sunday.
No, you're right.
But she will be on next Friday, and she will ask if you will get a better answer from her.
She'll be on Facebook. The link is in the description. Wisdom Seekers Facebook page.
And I'm not sure exactly the time. Probably around 1:00 Pacific.
Just join the page. We usually
do. Her mother's on.
Ads.
Her mother is on.
Her mother is on.
Yeah, I recognize the storyline.
But we usually do ads for everything we do on Facebook. Which
is true. We usually have ads, unless I forget, which sometimes I do. But Friday, probably around 1:00, Elizabeth is on. She will do do the animal communications, and she's really, obviously she's really good.
All right. Maria Herrera asks, hello, does Mauricio love Alex? Is he thinking about supporting him? He has never shown any feelings towards him. Thank you.
Well, he goes, he's my son. Yeah, I love him, but there's no energy behind it. It feels like he's being pressured by his family to be a little more supportive, monetarily supportive than he has been in the past. Because the family wants to keep in contact with him. The extended family. More than anything, he hasn't made up his mind whether he will support it, but his family is kind of pushing him a little bit. Okay.
Nani Drea asks, will my mom ever contact me instead of me reaching out to her?
So what I'm picking up from the inside energy is that your mother lacks a lot of... She may appear fine on the surface, but she does appear to have a little bit of problems remaining in a state of balance. And she comes across as a little bit selfish, which I think has more to do with her being unbalanced than the reality. I don't see her thinking clearly, if that's not probably what you want to hear, but she doesn't appear to have a lot of clarity of belief. She seems to think that it's other people's responsibility for her life, and the chances are pretty low that she will reach out to you unless there's a strong necessity on her part. Okay.
Tara Scott asks, "Hi, I'm looking to relocate. Is it the best move?"
Unequivocally, yes, because where you are right now, you feel like you're stagnating, and you want your life to start moving forward again. It's not necessarily an easy move. I suspect it's very difficult, not because you're not ready, but those around you are not pleased with the idea. And I don't get any particular person. I just get a feeling that there's walls up there that are hindering you. But for you personally, it is a good choice because it's almost like you can't breathe where you are. Or breathing is, it's like there's no reason to breathe. It's just stagnant air. So yes, short answer is yes. Go.
Jenny Jones says, "Hello. Does Mr. H, the guy I'm crushing on, like me? Sometimes he seems like he does, but only sometimes. LOL."
Sometimes he notices you, and sometimes he's really busy. Is that that's probably not what you want to hear. He likes you, but I wouldn't hold my breath about it becoming more than a crush. And crushes are fun. Enjoy it. It's fun to crush on people and dream about what could be, and in the future it might change because he does occasionally notice you, and it's very happy. He thinks you're cute and sweet, or nice. That's the wrong word. Sweet is not the right word. And but he's got things on his mind, and being in a relationship at this moment is not his priority. His other things are more important to him at this point. That was not a good answer, but that's the one I've got.
Kylie Brown asks, "Does Medea like me for her son, who I'm assuming currently seeing?"
Maria, okay, Maria be the mother then.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't hate you. She actually seems to like you. You could sit with her occasionally and have a bit of girl talk with your, if you want. That would probably make her more inclined. At this point, she just she's not swayed too far either way. She does, she just nice girl. But there's no depth to it at the moment. So maybe sitting and having a cup of tea with her and over the the kitchen table might be a plus for her. All right.
Next, Kelly Bowman asks, "If Joe Gooey Dice from the Real Housewives of New Jersey gets deported, will he ever come back to the U.S.?"
Interesting question. I wish I watched that show.
I think it's a reality show, so it's not.
Yeah, I know, but I it would be kind of nice to have a picture in my mind.
I could probably Google him for you. Also, I realize I butchered his last name.
I think so. I believe he will. I believe he would come back.
If this is coming from
Hollywood?
yeah. If this is drama being posted online, or not online, but for the show, it's up to the show and the show's legal department to figure that stuff out. If he was hired directly for this live reality show, then he would his deportation would not happen until he got kicked off the show. For he'd have like a
So in
month.
other words, it's made drama.
Yeah. So if you're hearing about this on the show, I wouldn't worry about it. It's
And the truth is, he would be brought back if he was actually deported.
the show would fight for him to keep his status.
Yeah.
Or his card, work permit.
Yeah.
So
So I don't think, but and also the energy was he would come back.
oh yeah, I'm sure he will.
So I wouldn't worry about it. I think it's just made drama.
Yeah, Gabriella, don't worry about it. If he did bank fraud and wire fraud, then
And he's not going anywhere. He's going to
No.
jail.
yeah. So it doesn't really matter what yeah. But again, if you're hearing this from the show, it is still pretty scripted, even though it is classed as reality TV. It's not that real. So I wouldn't put much stock into it unless you hear it on the news or something. Anyhow, that question kind of amused me. He's in jail right now in immigration custody. Well, we'll see what happens, won't we?
Yeah, well, the energy is that he will come back.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be cleared up. Alicia P98 asks, "Hi, does Justin like me as a friend only or more?"
So it's like he likes you as a friend, but it's on the verge of shifting or changing to something more. It's sort of like, I don't know how to explain it. So he's like this, but he's tipping. He's in the process of tipping towards more. He's beginning to see things about you that he finds very intriguing. He hasn't tipped completely, so the potential is 90% he's going to tip. He still has 10% that he might not, and rarely does the 10% win, but occasionally it does. Just so you know, nothing's written in stone, but at this point, weird. Instead of being straight up and just liking you, he's at this angle, which I think is what, 100, because 99 is straight up and down, right?
Yes.
You don't know either. So a 90-degree angle, but he's at maybe 100 degrees. So he's starting to tip towards more than liking you. Just starting.
Analu Fernandez asks,
Hi.
Question for a friend, Rose, a friend. She expects 2 job offers, one in private sector, one in public sector. Which would be better?
I'm just going to pull the cards for that one because it's just easier. goes public. Private. So the public slightly better. Private long term might be better, but short term, I mean, she's not going to be happy short term. Short term, it's going to be really rough, but it will get better, and there's a lot of growth. Public, there's change, a little bit of frustration, which happens every time you have to learn something new. Eight of Wands, flying high and happy, and Temperance, lots of new cool things happening. So short term and long term, public is better. Long term, short term, short term with the private, not very good, gets better. So neither one is really better than the other. It's just my feeling is the private sector will demand more, but they might probably pay more. So even though it's less happy, long term it will give you more. But at the same time, if you want to be happy, basically from the start, the public sectors would be the choice. Okay, that's not all right.
Tay_263 says thank you. That's good to hear. I have been giving him more attention because I don't want him to feel sad or alone. He isn't too cuddly, so I'm surprised to hear that he likes the extra attention.
I think it's a lot of the extra food, yeah. but he does actually like the attention. He likes when you talk to him, but he kind of, with you go out to touch him, he sort of goes, "Ooh, no," kind of energy. But I mean, that can be. We have a dog that does that. You got food, don't touch me. but yeah, no, he's not terribly unhappy. Also, I think, how do you say the name? Haku? The H-A-P?
Haruko?
Haruko?
Yeah, Haruka.
Haruka is still around, and Matsu?
Yeah, Matsu.
It's quite aware of him, so he doesn't really miss him. But he says, please don't tell you, because he wants the extra food. Sorry. Yeah, Matsu is kind of a character.
Yeah. Jenny Jones says, thank you so much. The Polynesian Princess says, I'm late.
No, you're not. You're always on time.
And then she adds, I was caught up watching Spider-Man.
Good show to watch.
Yep. Good reason to be late. Alicia P98 says, thank you so much. Maria Herrera says, thank you both. Sorry, I did not say it before. My phone turned off, low battery. Jennifer Schweb says, in July, I had to renovate my bedroom unexpectedly. While it was empty, my daughter Taylor saw a young man and a short blob looking being with short arms in my room. Do you sense anything in my room?
There was a little bit of energy, just a little bit of a portal, not a big one, and I closed it for you. You can do a saging if you feel like it, or what's the other stuff? Sage,
Lavender, and
lavender,
sage.
lavender, and clean it out. But I think they're just more passing through. The blob thing is kind of cool, though. I'd like to see an image of that.
Lightning Spark 100 with a $1.99 super chat asks,
Thank you.
how does Evelyn feel about me at this moment?
Contradictory. She really likes you, and she's stamping her feet with frustration. At this moment, she's she likes you, and she's really kind of angry with you, frustrated. So best at this moment, don't reach out. wait until her energy has calmed down. When it has calmed down, the I like yous will be a lot stronger than the frustration. And she'll be more logical to talk to. And that shouldn't take her long. I mean, she doesn't appear to be a crazy kind of off the wall kind of person. Seems that she's more balanced than not. So yeah, I think the feeling is this: she's worth waiting for, or worth dealing with some of her eccentricities. But at the moment, don't reach out. I mean, it could by tomorrow she'd probably be fine. But the overlying feeling is caring. It fairly can be deeper, would be deeper, and it's something that will grow. But the overall feeling is fine. Okay.
Excuse me. Gabriela R. Asks a question for her friend Nancy Jones. Nancy wants to know, why does Gustavo feel like he has to tell his mom everything, as far as just having friendly conversation with a married woman, or married women, plural? I feel like it's in the question.
Well, first of all, he's been trained since very young to tell his mom everything. He's kind of tied tight to her, kind of like tied to the apron strings. His mom appears to be a little bit of what I'd call a gossipy kind of energy, and kind of likes to scold people. Needed in a kind of energy. I wouldn't pay much attention to it. He and his mom are karmically tied. I don't see it changing for quite a while, if ever. It's sort of like him and his mom against the world. So even with he's in a relationship, that relationship has not a very healthy chance of survival. And if for some reason he ended up married, that relationship would be a triangle between the mom, the son, and the woman. It's just they're happy together, and that's about all. They're not going to share who they are. They're really happy together, the mother and the son. And no, nothing physical happens to them. They're just gossipy energies together.
Ready for the next?
Yes.
The Polynesian princess asks, I feel like me and Cameron's connection is being divinely guided. We met in January, February, and have yet to meet in person. Will it happen in the next month or so?
There's a bit of fear there on his part to meet you. He's afraid that you will not like what you see when the two of you meet. But he would like to meet, and what his term was before January, not so. Yes, that's in the next October, November. So it's close. It's within the next 3 months. He would like to meet because of the cycle thing. I think on his part that would be subconscious cycling, but at the same time, he's well aware that it's either meet or retreat time. Okay.
Lightning Spark 100 says thank you. Jennifer Swebb says thank you so much, Eliz-sha. We do feel spirits in our home, but my bedroom felt different afterwards. So I was wondering out of curiosity what had changed. The energy does feel better lately.
Yeah, it was a small energy portal where entities could come and go, but it was a small, and there wasn't a lot of them that came and went.
The Polynesian finishes us off with, wow, I kind of figured he was nervous about that. Aw.
Yeah, he did seem to be a little sweet character. But yeah, good luck with that.
And with that, we're running at 42 minutes. And with the March of the Dogs, I think we should wrap it up. Oh, hold on. Yasmin Fox just popped in.
Hi, Yasmin.
Asks, hello, my question is, what does D think about me? Will he approach me again?
He kind of liked you. That's basically all he says. He doesn't say whether he's going to approach you again or not. But if happy coincidences happen and you run into each other, he's all for it. He doesn't know how. He's not an influence. He's not a, what's the word? He doesn't know how to manipulate to make things happen for his benefit. So you either have to be aware of that and allow him to what's the word? Be arranged so that you can run into each other again. He's shy, but he's also what you see is what you get kind of person. At this point in his life, I've seen people change, but at this point in his life, if he appears really nice and interested, then he's really nice and interested. He's not a game player, is what I'm picking up.
Maria Herrera says, thank you both. Have a wonderful evening. Blessings.
Thank you.
Love Life says, hello. Tara Scott says, please, can you do the same for me if there are any untoward energies in my house? Kind regards.
Let me have a look, Tara.
Excuse me.
Well, it appears that there were actually, and I just rerouted them. So instead of going through your house, they go like that. Okay. Again, you can clear by saging. Lavender is one of my favorites. Notice when you sage if the smoke parts, and if it does, you just say, "You go away now, and don't come back," because you have that right. And you can message me and let me know, but I think it should be clear.
Jennifer Swebb says, enjoy the rest of your weekend, Eliz-sha and Elle, and feel better.
Well, we're going to do the Sunday thing tomorrow at noon.
And I still have a bed to put together.
She has a bed to put together, and we have an interactive tomorrow.
And a fish to draw.
And a big bass. Not just any fish, a bass.
Yasmin Fox says, thank you. And Love Life asks, will I be able to take my board exam in 2020 as I have a problem with my birth certificate right now?
Okay. It seems that it's going to be like by the skin of your teeth, the birth certificate and the board exams. What's the word? Cutoff date. But it feels like you should be able to take the board exams. And when you tell them that you want to take your board exams, and this is why you need to have it straightened. The powers that be are going to be, but one of them might put a little more effort into it. So tell them why. I just feel like yes, you should be able to. Again, skin of your teeth. So don't fret it. It will happen. And if it's not 2020, it'll be 2021. Or it might be, I don't really know what boards are, but if it's only one time of the year, you can do it or not. But you will be able to take your boards.
And that's it. That's all she wrote.
So Love Life says,
Love Life says, thank you, Elle, for correcting. Because she wrote birth exam right now rather than birth certificate.
Well, so. Yeah, we do that all the time. That's why we know. Okay, right. So
thank you for joining us this week.
It's been a blast.
We'll see you guys later.
And with anybody wants, we're on tomorrow. We're going to be talking about silence. So namaste, namasko.
Bye.
And take care, everybody. And thank you for being here.
And Love Life says, yay, thank you. Haha. Yes, the requirements are so strict.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eliz-sha.